Hey everyone, the greatest goblin that ever lived is here for another comic book review for this week of November 2014. I want to thank you all for joining me. I just got Marvel and DC this week. I don't have any independents, sorry about that, but if you're looking for some good independent reviews, go to my Blugoblin X channel where I do my Midtown comic stashes. Plus, I also do back issue reviews there as well. I'm working on catching up on Death of Wolverine, plus the Logan Legacy that'll be coming up on my Blugoblin X channel, as well as the Midtown Comics stuff, thanks to, of course, Midtown Comics and my bro, Chris, TheMtVernonKid. But on to the books here. I'm going to start with Marvel and go through DC. Let's see. I'll do Marvel first. Let's see. Start Marvel off with all new X Factor number 16. Fall back, get behind the shield. Peter David still does a good job with this. It's going to be sad to see this series go when it goes. It ties into Axis, but I love how Peter David writes this story to where you don't need to know what's going on in Axis. You don't need to read the main story to get into this. Basically, so they just say, you know, Red Skull went crazy, he's taking over people's minds. Boom. That's all you need to know. That's all you need to fucking know. But in here, X Factor is under attack at their own base at Serval Industries by a bunch of Sentinels. And oh man, is this nice. We get to see real big, wide, open looks at character development in this issue. Primarily for Gambit and for the boss of Serval Industries. We get to see what kind of a man he really is. Plus, you know, we get to see a bit of the scoundrel of Gambit, but he's still a hero. I kind of like that. But to me, the person that shines the most here, the biggest moment in this book, that hands down has to go to Danger. Oh, man. I loved what Danger did. And it's even stated in the book. I'm like, fuck, you could have done what you did a long time ago. But she, you know, she's a machine. She doesn't know how to be subtle. She doesn't know how to be tactful. She'll just be blunt and, you know, say, I could have done this a long time ago, but I didn't want to overshadow my teammates. I wanted them to have a chance at fighting you. But doing what she did was fucking awesome. I loved it. But then that leads us up to what Peter David is well known for me. And that's, what the fuck kind of cliffhangers. And he gives us another one in this issue. This was amazing. I really loved it. This was good. A tie into a story that I don't have any fucking care for, but man, was it good. Peter David is no slouch to great writing, good focus on character development, and fucking awesome cliffhangers. I mean, everything that you come to expect from Peter David with an X Factor title, it's all there. It's there. Look at it. Enjoy it. Bask in its awesomeness. This was good. I give it a 4. Oh, boy. Moving on to The Amazing Spider-Man number 9. This is part 1 of Spider-Verse. Dan Slott and Oliver Coipel, I'm going to go ahead and say it. This is much better. Dan Slott, thank you. You're getting better. The last couple of issues that you've written for this series have been absolute crap. But man, you stepped it up, and for that, I give you props. You actually did a good job here. To start off this storyline, don't get me wrong, was it perfect? Hell no. So many things in there. I was like, for one thing, I don't remember 616 Peter Parker. When the fuck did he meet Mayday Parker? Because it's meant, you know, it's stated right here that they've met before. When? Was it during the 90s when I got out of reading comics before I got back into it? When the fuck did they meet? But then I'm thinking to myself, wait a minute, wasn't there an issue of Spider-Girl where she went back in time and saw her parents saw Peter when he was in his rookie years of Spider-Man, and she saw her mom as the party girl next door. Is that what they're talking about? I don't know, but it's just, Yeah, it is what it is. But and Moreland's family, Jesus Christ. All I'm going to say is, Marvel, you're doing one hell of a job building up Moreland and his family. Please, for the love of God, do not make them look like complete fucking chumps at the end of this storyline. There's been so many times where I've read a Spider-Man story, and the storytelling up until the very end has been really good. The antagonist has gotten good build, only to look like a complete bitch at the end because, God forbid, Spider-Man has Spider-Man has had underdog comebacks. We've known this. But the underdog comebacks that Spider-Man has had have lately been seeming less and less believable. I'm just saying. But all the spiders are gathering up, and they all have one thing in common. They know Moreland is afraid of going into the 616, and they came to 616 Peter Parker because they believe that he truly is the greatest spider among the spider totem, as the family would pronounce it. We get to see even more variations of Spider-Man. Like, there's a Spider-Man on an alternate Earth that actually doesn't live on Earth. He actually lives on the moon. He's called Spider-Moon Man. And he's a freelance photographer for the Daily Bugle. He gets paid to buy his groceries, pay his bills, and buy oxygen. I shit you not. That's what it is. And of course, he gets devoured. A little spoiler there. But the first story with the spiders all gathering up and everything, it was good. The second story that focuses on Moreland and his family, that was good. Making them look like a real intimidating and believable threat. I thought this was very good. Well told. The artwork was amazing. I loved it. No pun intended. Is it, like I said, is it perfect? Fuck no. But man, was it good. I give it a 4. Ending Marvel with X-Men number 21. This is the next part of Exogenous, whatever. Ooh. All I'm going to say is, Manifold Tiger, don't fuck with the X-Men, especially not these particular mutants. I mean, Jubilee. Oh, thank you, Marvel, for making her look so awesome in this book. Jubilee actually digs down into her vampiric abilities, if you want to coin that phrase, in dealing with this son of a bitch. And everything else just flowed very well. The artwork was good. Oh man, but then just when Manifold Tiger is steadily holding his own, we get a surprise run in at the end of the fight, and I'm like, ooh, I can't ruin it. This was actually really good. This was actually better than I expected it to be. I mean, the last couple parts I thought kind of could have been better than what they were, but man, this caught me by surprise. This was actually really good. I thought it was story well told. I loved how the X-Men were. I loved how the girls were able to seemingly get along with everybody they were working with and dealing with Manifold Tiger. But then we find out another one of the main antagonists of this story, and the cliffhanger. Oh my God! Let me see. Who wrote that? Mark Guggenheim. Mr. Guggenheim, did you take cliffhanger lessons from Peter David? God damn! What a cliffhanger! This was awesome. I loved it. Another 4 out of 5. Marvel kicked ass this week. All right, we're going to Detective Comics number 36. This is the next part of, what the fuck is this? Yeah, this is Terminal Part 2. Nicely done. It's a nicely done little 2-part story. And the second part deals with this, this man-made virus that's, plagued the Gotham International Airport and everything. Batman's been infected. So has the chief of police of the GIA. And Batman's in quite a pickle to the point where he's got to make a call to someone that only he can call. Okay? Think about that. He has to contact somebody that only he can call. And when this person steps in to help him out, Bruce finds a way to deal with this virus and deal with the main antagonist of this storyline, who's a complete fucking psycho. But then again, this is Batman. There's no shortage of psychos when it comes to Batman. But I liked the unique twist on how Batman had to deal with not only the killer, but with the virus and everything. And I thought the story ended with a bit of a, oh, that's cool, kind of moment. And I thought it was well done. The artwork, I'm 50-50 on the artwork. In some parts of the story, it worked. In some other parts of the story, it didn't work. I can't explain why I feel that way. It's just how it is. But Percy and Leon, they did a good job with this. They really did. Percy really handled himself well in terms of writing. I think this guy could really work and do some good storytelling if he's, given the right script, he's given the right characters, given the right tools, and if he's allowed to work on the stories that, that are similar to the way he did this, I think he could really do some wonders for Detective Comics. I thought this was a solid read. The artwork kind of hurt it a little bit, but overall, thought it was nicely done. I give it a 3.5. Next up, Earth 2, number 28. Sorry, my Earth 2 counterpart is still not answering my calls. He is flat out ignoring me. I don't know what it is or whatever. Fuck him. I don't care. I'm reviewing this book for him. The Four Furies of Apocalypse. Oh man, a whole laundry list of people worked on this book. But that's what this is. This is a build-up to the Four Furies of Apocalypse for this title. Because remember, this is Earth 2. This is not the stuff that we've been reading. This has nothing to do with the stuff that's going on right now in New 52 land. This is Earth 2. This is the Earth 2 Dark Side Apocalypse and, his Four Furies. You get to see them all. The Furies of War, Pestilence, Death, and, oh shit, what was the other one? It was Pestilence, Famine, Death, and War. Oh, but one of the Furies, I got my suspicions on who one of these particular Furies is. It's a Tamarinian girl. Think about that for a second. When you see the Fury of Death, I believe it's the Fury of Death. No, it's the Fury of War, excuse me. It's called the Fury of War. When you see the Fury of War in this issue, take a look at her. Who do you think it is? But this was good. This was really good. A solid build to these Four Furies. Nicely done. I thought the last issue was a bit but this was a step up. A step up from the last issue. Really well done. Really well put together. Decent build. You don't focus at all on the heroes. You're focusing. This is a whole issue dedicated to nothing but Apocalypse. This was good. Very good. Loved it. This was great. I give it a 4. We're ending this with Green Lantern number 36. This is the next part of Godhead. I believe this, I want to say this is Act 2, Part 1. Yeah, Act 2, Part 1. Now, no, I didn't read the last part of Act 1 with Sinestro, because I don't read Sinestro. But I've heard it was alright. This deals with Hal and what's left of the Green Lantern Corps along with Saint Walker, they are regrettably going to Sinestro for help. They realize how big a threat these new gods are to them. But seeing Hal and Sinestro trying to put aside their personal animosity to work together against this common threat. It's storytelling like this. I've seen it done a lot of times, but to see Hal and Sinestro at each other's throats yet still willing to work together out of mutual respect and out of mutual respect of knowing that they have a common foe, it's really entertaining to watch and it's really entertaining to read. Also, we get a big reveal from the Guardians. The Guardians step in to the plate and they reveal something to Hal and the rest of the Lanterns that understandably pissed them off, but I'm not going to spoil that. Of course, you probably already know what it is. But then we get to the end of the book. Hal reluctantly is making another recruitment. And I'm going to give you a hint. What's the one thing that the new gods did not go after? Of all these attacks against the Lanterns, what's the one thing they didn't go after? That's where Hal went. And to see where Hal went and to see what he's up to, I'm thinking to myself, you better pull a hell of a plan out of your ass, Hal, because, wow. The last part of this book was creepy, but in a good way. It was entertaining, and I enjoyed reading it. But wow, this is going somewhere. Not gonna lie, I'm not the biggest fan of this storyline so far, but things are picking up, and I like where it's going right now. So DC, you got something good going here. Not the best, but you got something good going. Don't fuck it up. This was good. I give it a 3.5. Well, that's all I got for this review, everybody. Sorry, I don't have a pick of the week. I guess it was just too close to call, or I just didn't care about having a pick of the week for this particular week. But I got some really good books in there. None of them were really bad. A couple of them I thought could have been a little bit better, but it is what it is. But let me know what you thought. Post your comments, post your opinions. What did you think about these particular books if you read them? Do you want to read them? If you haven't read them, do you want to read them now that I've shot my mouth off about them? You know, what do you think about the show? You know, whatever. You know, just give me some feedback. Just don't troll me, okay? Don't forget to subscribe to Blugoblin01. Go to Blugoblin Hex. You can subscribe there as well, please. Don't forget Arkham Asylum Studio, that channel that me and my girlfriend do. We found something to review. We just need to find the time to do it. Don't forget my bro, Chris, TheMtVernonKid, Deadpoolzilla, and Brandon Hex, as always. Remember to look for me on Twitter, at Blugoblin01. I'm thinking about doing another Q&A special, but it's not going to be anytime soon. I want to do another one, but like I said, finding the time to do it, it's going to be kind of difficult, because here lately I've been doing a lot of overtime at work. So finding the time to do another Q&A special, it's going to be tough, but I'm hoping I can find some time to do it. Don't forget, follow me on Tumblr, Blugoblin. Look for me on Pinterest. I'm gaining new followers on Pinterest, and I haven't really been doing that much of anything on that channel, on that page as of late. But I'll get back into that as soon as I can. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and until next time, see y'all later. Goodbye.